Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing the lipstick part of my inventory series. So I have creamy lipsticks, bullet lipsticks and liquid lipsticks in this video. So if you've already watched my lip pencil and lip gloss video, you will know that my preference is lip pencil, lip gloss. And you might just ask yourself, well, Ruth, why have you so many of these other products? And that is a valid question and one I should be asking myself on the regular. But let's get into it. So let's start with creamy kind of lipsticks. And what I mean by that is like hydrating, not quite tinted lip balms, but on that kind of line. So for example, the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips, I have two shades. I have Orchid and I want to say Coral. I don't know, the sticker has disappeared. So we have these two guys here. And I do enjoy these to an extent. I find they are very thick and very juicy, as one might describe. But I find I have to put it on and then kind of pat them in a bit, maybe dab off the excess, because I find it can be nearly too thick for my liking, my preference. But they are very comfortable on the lips. I do actually enjoy them. And I'm just looking through there. I'm kind of halfway through both of them. How interesting. Perhaps a candidate for Project Penning. We shall see. And then I said I tried this because apparently it's a dupe for those. But I have those. So this is the Revolution. If you can read that, well, fair play to you, because I can't. But here we go. Now it has one of these, twisty things, so you can't twist it back down. So you have to be careful with that. But again, it is that, but it's definitely a thicker and more pigmented version. And it's nice, but it's messy. The tube gets awful messy. And you have to be careful that it doesn't travel. So that shade even is a bit dark for that reason. I should have went lighter again, but I didn't know they were that pigmented. But they are quite comfortable. They are a similar formula. So if you haven't got access to the Tarte ones, then this is possibly an idea for you. I think this is the regular Revolution line, not the Reloved. But yeah. One of my oldest ones, and definitely going to be a panning candidate for next year, is the Primark Bronze Kiss. And this is what it looks like. It's just hydrating. It's actually quite beautiful. I love it in the summertime. So this is one I think I will put into a summer project because it is my oldest. Still smells lovely, which is great. But yeah, it needs to be worked on. Two others that I have are from e.l.f. These are the Sheer Slicks. And when I got these first, I thought they were quite hydrating. And then I watched Alex from Alejandra Lisette. This is in Dragon Fruit and the other one is in Golden Pear. And she said she didn't find them hydrating. And I said, Alex, I think you're wrong. I think they're very hydrating. But I was only ever putting them on for videos and stuff like that. I wasn't actually wearing them all day long. Turns out she's right. But of course, that was after I bought a second one. There are them there. So they are pretty and they have a nice colour on it, but they're not as hydrating as one would think. So be aware of that. Because once I started wearing them all day, I thought, oh, you're right, Alex, they're not as hydrating as I thought. So yeah. And then the last kind of hydrating one I have is from Primark. This is the Tinted Lip Balm. It is, Cherry is the shade. And it's very much like a black cherry, essentially, from Clinique. That really got a revival in the last kind of 12 to 18 months. That's what it looks like there. It is actually quite lovely on the lips and I really do enjoy it. So I am glad that I have that one. I'm not saying I'm not glad that I have these ones, but unnecessary. Next we're going on to kind of more traditional bullet lipsticks. So, excuse me, I'm just back from a bit of lunch. This is the Vive in Cherub's Kiss. Lovely packaging. And it is kind of like a peachy, pinky nude. It's a nice shade, quite a dry formula. I do love sucker for a magnetic closure. It is quite a dry formula. I better take off the on watch because it's going to end up getting messy. Careful. No, got it all over it. Messer. So yeah. Yeah, dry formula. Next up is from Colourpop. I did the pop subconsciously. This is the Velvet Blur line in Oasis. Lovely packaging. I really enjoy the shade, especially in the summer kind of time. It's more of a peachy pink. Again, a dry formula, so it doesn't move around a lot, but doesn't leave the lips feeling very hydrated. So, you know, you win and you lose some. You know, you kind of sacrifice one thing for the other. e.l.f. in the shade Effortless. I think these are called the O. Doesn't actually say on it. I think these are the O lipsticks or something like that. Look at, here's a budget lipstick. Very satisfying. This is what it looks like. A more kind of rosy nude, I would suggest. Kind of a winterish shade for me. From Barry M, I have Lustring. This is a really fun shade, I feel, for me anyway. It's quite a pink shade. I do like that. Now that's a bit more traditional lipstick in that it's a bit more creamy than some of the other ones here. A lot of them were dry formulas, but it's not exactly, you know, like the Maracuja lips or, you know, things like that. Another really enjoyable lipstick is the Wet n Wild shade. Sooner my glasses come, the better, guys. And you're going to keep saying that, and they're not here yet. I know. This is, they have two ranges. You have the black one and you have the white one. The black one is a more drier formula and the white one is a more hydrating formula. And it is a lovely shade. I do actually have one in a hydrating formula as well, but I have given it to my mother-in-law because she's looking to get back into wearing makeup, and I feel like a hydrating nude lip colour would be best to get her back into it. Another e.l.f. one is this. I don't think they do these ones anymore, do they? These ones that are in the clear packaging. And this is a drier formula as well, but again, it's that lovely kind of peachy nude. That I have multiple. Second last one that I have in traditional lipstick is Ruby Woo in a mini from MAC. And I've been wearing this a lot over the festive season so far because I find it really does stay in place. I find what I do is I put down my Kiko lip liner, I put on the Ruby Woo, I pat it with a tissue, I separate my tissue, I put one side of the tissue to my lips and get some loose powder and pat with a powder puff, and then I take the tissue away, put on another little bit of Ruby Woo. It seems to stay for the night, and that's through eating food. So, you know, yeah, I enjoyed that. And lastly, I have from the Little Mermaid collection that Kiko brought out this summer. This is a matte lip stilo, and it's quite a bright kind of pink shade. And again, it's on the more drier side when it comes to formulas. But there it is there, kind of a pinky colour. So yes, there are a ridiculous amount of similarities. It's slightly embarrassing. No more lipsticks coming into my collection, guys. Just, well, no more anything. All going well. On to liquid lipsticks. So I have quite a few here. I have 5. That's a lot really for me. From Maybelline. Because it's the only liquid lip formula that I have found that I find I can wear. That it doesn't give me butthole lips. It doesn't make my lips feel so dry and uncomfortable. They're the vinyl ink range, so they have a little bit of a gloss to them, even though it's kind of matte. No, they don't completely set down. They just don't. But they do tend to stay around and they don't tend to move too much, which is good. So I have to be honest, again, heavily influenced by Jessica Braun. I think I'm going to have to stop watching her, which makes me sad because I actually quite enjoy her and her content. I always feel like I'm sitting down with a friend having a chat. But yeah, I'm easily influenced by her. I have Cheeky, Lippy, Wicked, Peachy, and Capricious. Or Capricious. Capricious? Yeah. So let's just give you little swatches of each of them. We have Cheeky going on first. I'm actually wearing Wicked at the moment. That's the one that's in my project, my deck of panning, as my joker. So I won't swatch that because it's on my lips already. Yeah, great variety route. Well done, you idiot. So there we go. As you can see, what's that? Cheeky and Peachy. I'm guessing no difference on the lips. You know what? Sitting down doing a video like this where you're swatching everything out is very illuminating. I don't know, did I even realise how close they were in shade? Like, not that I'm going to be buying anymore, but if I was, I should really bring one with me or have it swatched in my hand before I go in. But then again, they're impulse purchases, so that would mean I'd be thinking things through, which I don't. Dose of Colours Matte Liquid Lipstick in Kiss of Fire. Now this is on the go a long time too, so this is probably one that should be getting a bit more use. Yeah, still smells okay. But why this wasn't my predominant red, why I wasn't happy with this in my red, I mean in the tube I think it looks like a lovely rich red, but on I find it pulls a bit pink. Let me do a bit of Wicked next to it. And hope, yeah, you can see Wicked next to it, can you? You can't really see, but I promise there is a difference. There is more of a red tone in the Wicked shade, I find. This guy, the Liquid Matte from Primark, this is actually my oldest liquid lipstick. It's in the shade Icon. It is one of my favorite shades for the summertime. It's just a beautiful coral red. It still smells okay, so hopefully I'll get next summer out of it again, but probably after that it'll need to go. Yeah, it's still okay. This one just came as a freebie. This is the L'Oreal Rouge Signature. It's a little guy and it's a nice shade though. It's kind of like a brick red. I kind of tend to lean towards darker shades in liquid lipsticks because it's the only way I find I can wear them. So that is that little guy. Nice little one. I think that's one I'm going to try and pan definitely next year. One from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Last Stained Glass Lip Gloss. And these, I don't know, I think they only came out in Ireland. Nobody else seems to have seen them anywhere. And I really like them because they're quite an unusual. They're the first of that formula, I feel, that was a liquid lipstick but had a glossy finish. So it's quite a vibrant pink. It's nice in the summertime. But yeah, it was the first one that I saw on the market. I mean, a good year before any of these other lads came out. That had that liquid lipstick that looked like there was a gloss on your lips. And when you went to kiss your thing, there was no transfer. It was like, what is this magic? I wish I bought more of them now. Do you though? Fenty Beauty. My God. Blush something. It's more of a lip stain, this one, I think, than a liquid lipstick, but it is kind of a corally shade. Again, yeah, it's more orangey coral, isn't it? Yeah, that's vibrant kind of, and that again is a summer shade. I was going to say winter shade. No, it's a summer shade for me. I am very much a seasonal makeup wearer. I love Dani. Dani will wear whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And I wish I was more like that. I wish I could push myself to be more like that. I'm going to have to try and do it because I shouldn't just be wearing certain things at certain times of year. But it is what it, you know, I am the way I am. What can I do? But that is it, guys. That is my lipstick collection. I know compared to some, it is way smaller than some people's. I understand that. But my problem is I don't like lipstick and I don't like liquid lipstick. So why do I keep buying them? It's like as if I'm looking for the magical one that is going to, you know, change my opinion on lipsticks. But I have my lip liners, and I have my lip gloss. Stick with those, because even like a dry formula lip liner will stay put more than a lipstick any day, really, apart from maybe a liquid lipstick, but won't probably be quite as drying as a liquid lipstick is, because the whole concept of a liquid lipstick is that once it goes on your lips, it dries, but if it does that, it's going to shrink down your own lips with it. It's just science, like. But yeah, again, I definitely have a type when it comes to lipsticks. I don't like really deep dark browns. I don't like really deep dark colours. I find I have a very small kind of mouth, and also because I've had Bell's palsy so many times, it's slightly unbalanced in that. So I don't like to draw too much attention to it. I prefer lighter shades, but I don't like the other side of the coin, which is concealer lips. That's not for me either. Even back in the day when they were a thing, I was still a rosy kind of shade, kind of gal. But yeah. Those are my lipsticks. In your opinion, is this an excessive amount? Do you have a similar collection? Do you have a bigger collection? You think, Ruth, hop on yourself, that's nothing. Wait till you see mine. Or are you kind of like me and are going, why have you so many of something that you don't even really like? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.